Just put a black box over me. I don't give you permission to use my likeness. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess that's how we're going to open up the video because I just started recording. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my newest themed idea I have for the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So the village and the werewolf team have to decide if they want to team up to take out these four horsemen to come to destroy everybody. I'm not sure how balanced it's going to be, of course, so we'll just get right into it. So everything on the sheet that I showed the document is a possibility. The attributes in this game are cursed and drunk. They, like as usual, they will only apply, or the curse will only apply to regular villagers. The drunk can be any roll I rolled up. So I'll roll a dice, which I might do here in a second, depending on what's in the game. So first off, you got your normal villagers. They don't do anything. They just try to find werewolves to execute them during the day. As I've seen, that one getting a lot of people, so upgraded Confused here to a Mentalist. And if you're the Mentalist, I'll give you this if they're on the same team, or this if they're not on the same team. You cannot choose yourself as one of the chats. It has to be somebody different. Bodyguard, traditional bodyguard, protect somebody each night. Prince has 2 lives. In my game, he has 2 lives. He can be taken from any way. He just has 2 lives. The doppelganger, if they're in a game, the first night chooses a player. If that person dies, it becomes that role. Disease, if they're in a game, if they eliminate by the werewolves don't get to kill the following night, and they cannot be affected by Famine's ability, which I'll go over that when we get to it. A hunter is a traditional hunter. When they die, they get to take somebody else out with them, and they can kill conquests. Oh, I'm sorry. I got it backwards. That's supposed to be on the huntress. The huntress can kill conquest with their shot, which I'll get to in a second. That's supposed to be with the huntress. I got them mixed up. There we go. So the huntress waits up, and once per the whole game, you get 1 shot during the night. You can choose to shoot, and you have your chance to kill the conquest if you know who it is. Already went over disease. Then the hunter is a traditional hunter. If they die, they get to shoot somebody. Tough guy, if you're eliminated by the wolves, you will not die till the following night. So you just get 1 extra day to live. And of course, we have the witch. You may save, eliminate, or cleanse. I'm adding cleanse. Cleanse, you can cleanse somebody that's cursed or somebody that is poisoned. That's what we'll get to famine. So a way I do the witch's save is they'll leave their save potion. Actually, no. Since this is kind of set against the village, I'll do traditional witch way we always done it, so they'll know who the target is or which target. All right, werewolf team. You have their traditional werewolves. They just wake up and kill somebody. You have the wolf hunter. If they die, they get to shoot somebody. You have the tough wolf that has 2 lives. And the sorceress will wake up each night looking for the mentalist. And in the event all the werewolves are dead, they will start killing at night. And they can kill conquest in the fact because she's not a wolf. Now we move to the 4 horsemen. I tried looking up on different things what their actual names were, but this is all I could find, so we'll just go with this. So Conquest waits up night, choose somebody to kill. They cannot be killed by werewolves at night. So if the werewolves target them, nothing happens. But they can be killed by the huntress or the sorceress if ever that should come up. Let's see, War. If he's killed by the villagers or the werewolves, Conquest will get 2 kills at night. The next night anyway. That's a one-time thing. Kind of like the version of a werewolf cub. Famine waits each night to poison somebody. So they have 1 to 4 days to live, whoever famine chooses. And death, on the first night, will choose somebody to be marked. Upon your death as death, that person will die too. But you also have 2 lives. And also, you'll learn each role that has died in the game. And I will message you as the moderator what those roles are. Try to keep them nice, simple as possible, but kind of different effects. Everybody understand? Good with it? All right. Let me go over to a theme. Minimize that because I don't need that anymore. All right. That's already in. Now I'm going to roll them up and start sending out rolls. Let's get started.
Rolling of the bells.
Let me mute everybody so a nice quiet night. First and foremost, let me get my werewolves to wake up. Should be seeing this many. Any werewolves go to sleep. Let's get my 4 horsemen to wake up. So thank you, 4 horsemen, go to sleep. Alrighty. Let's get with the number 6 to wake up. Number 6. If I wake you up on the first night, it means you are doing your action. Making number 6 go to sleep. Number 18. Number 18. Go to sleep. Seventy. You 70 and 75. 75. That's everybody that does anything first night. And the first day, you have 5 minutes because you know I don't like long first days. Yeah, and it's a regular 3 nominations, just so you know.
5-minute first day.
All right, Def, you want to be interesting, make the game interesting, and tell us the other person that you picked.
You talking to me?
Are you deaf?
Are you deaf? Are you deaf?
Deaf. Not deaf.
Not deaf. I'm about to say,
No, I didn't actually wake up last night, so.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
We got to get to killing if we're gonna have any chance.
Yep.
Go ahead, Connor.
I was gonna say, I'm not opposed. I mean, if I was a werewolf, I would probably do exactly what Alex said, since I'm a werewolf, and just kind of leave the werewolf alone, because I think that's just, honestly think we're going to be outnumbered in this game. We know there's a guaranteed 4 horsemen. I'm sure there's at least 2 wolves in this game. So that's 6 against how many of us are in here?
15.
15. The numbers are not stacked in our favor, so like that's why if you came out as a wolf, I would leave you alone personally.
Odds are not in our favor.
Well, there are 2 roles that have 2 lives. There's a bodyguard potential, and there's also 2 roles that potentially kill at night, and there's a hunter potential. So there are roles that can help take out some of the bad guys at night. So I think there is like, I don't want to be the hopeless village that just dies because we give up. I think we should have a little bit of hope and try and find.
But the only
bad
question in
guys
my mind
away.
is whether or not a wolf coming out is going to be targeted by the four horsemen, because I don't think the village is going to kill them, but will the four
I
horsemen
don't
kill
know.
them?
I don't know. Would you want to kill another person that can help you kill during the night? Because the four horsemen just has to have parity. They don't even need to kill the wolves.
That's true.
Anyway, that was my thoughts. I'm always on the side of roles coming out, not necessarily today, but don't hold on to that information for too long.
I have a role, but I also think we should get to killing.
Another thing that we should be watchful for is a potential doppelganger late in the game. That's very dangerous.
There's a doppelganger here. That's interesting.
Uh,
I mean,
That's horrible.
so someone's gonna want someone to die so they
We
can
know-
take their role.
Because that could mean that there's actually 5 horsemen. That
True. I don't. think-
okay? No, I think we have to assume that there's no doppelganger in this game. Otherwise,
Well, no, not necessarily. I think we know that not every role is in the game, so like most likely there isn't every role, because I think there's going to be some villagers, there's going to be some drunks who think that they're a villager, right? Or are they, Jugan, when you?
Oh, we've got less than 2 minutes left.
There's a chance.
We have a 1 in 2 chance of killing a bad guy. We should kill somebody today.
I'll nominate Brandon.
I got one for Brandon. Do I have a second? Alrighty. Hold on. Let me make sure you have the floor. All right, Brandon.
Yeah. Don't kill me. I am definitely on the team that is a combination of villager and werewolf. So you don't want to. I'm not a 4 horseman. So if we're gonna go with that strategy, do not kill me. And I'm not admitting to being a werewolf either. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I want to kind of have some ambiguity out there so that killing roles at night may not want to target me because they think I might be dangerous for the village later. So it doesn't, I know I worded that weirdly, but it doesn't mean I could just as easily be in a villager. I know I sounded very werewolfy right there, but I want a little ambiguity out there. But you definitely should keep me in the game. You definitely should keep me in the game.
Alrighty, we're voting on Brandon's life. We currently have how many villages? 15 players in this village. So voting on 3, 2, 1. There's only 2 down, so you're still alive.
That was my
well,
favorite
delayed
defense.
votes there. If we could just, I don't know if it's lag on people's end or whatever, but
My vote was delayed because Jugan cut out. I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, me neither.
Thumbs going up, and I was like, oh, I better vote. So
I was surprised when everybody voted because I didn't hear that he said vote.
That was my favorite defense, so I'm gonna be claimed to be on the villager/werewolf team.
Well, I'm gonna just try it. I am a plain werewolf, so you shouldn't kill me because I'm not a 4 horseman.
yeah, but you're gonna kill us.
I mean,
No, but he
maybe
can-
I'll target a 4 horseman and I'll be able to tell you about it.
Horsemen. Like the
I mean,
werewolf,
and there's a chance. I mean, well, never mind.
the werewolves want to definitely get rid of the 4 horsemen because they can kill them, but they can't kill all of the 4 horsemen.
Right.
So
The
if
horseman's
Alex,
not gonna say they're a horseman.
but
Jugan, I have
but
a
if I
question
s-
for Jugan.
Yeah.
If the horseman that kills at night picks a cursed, do they just kill them? They don't turn into a horseman, too.
No, they do not turn into a horseman.
I don't think my fellow werewolves should come out. I want to
So
try this out.
How many werewolves are there?
Alex, is Brandon on your team? Just
I'm
wondering.
not going to comment about any of my potential teammates.
How many
He
werewolves
is on the
are there, Alex?
combination of the werewolf and village team potentially.
I just ticking.
So, Alex, if you're for Werewolf, will you tell us if you hit someone and they didn't die?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of the point.
Okay.
I'll
We're
nominate.
going to get
I'll
some
nominate
information out of this at night.
I'll nominate Graham to stop the clock. I'll nominate Graham.
All right. Is there a second? All right. Victoria seconds it. All right. Cool. All righty. Graham, go on and meet yourself and defend yourself.
I don't have anything valuable to contribute at this point. Ideally, tomorrow I will.
So we're voting on Graham's life. 3, 2, 1. Only 2 down. Still alive.
I will nominate Chris A.
I was going to I'll second that. That's who I was going to go for as well.
All right. This is your third nomination. Regardless what's happened, you'll be going to bed tonight. Chris A, go ahead and defend yourself.
I am on the village team. I am very helpful to the village. You should keep me alive. The reason that I voted down on Graham was because there was 20 seconds on the clock, and I basically didn't want it to go to a final third vote where we will definitely kill. But
All right, we're voting on Chris A's life. 3, 2, 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only see 5 down. That is not enough. You have chosen not to kill the first day, so it's time to go to bed. I totally forgot something the first night, so let me have all my werewolves wake up. All my werewolves. If the sorcerer is in the game, put your thumbs up. Thank you, werewolves. Go to sleep. Let me have 24. Thank you, 24. Go to sleep. Number 6. Number 6. And number 6 goes to sleep. 55. 55. Thank you, 55. Go to sleep. Number 7. Number 7. Thank you, number 7. Go to sleep. 18. 18. Thank you, 18. Go to sleep. 69. 69. Thank you, 69. Go to sleep. 70. 70. We wake up till morning. Breakfast has been cooked. Y'all come down to the galley to eat. And sadly, one person didn't show up. You go to check their house. Jerry, you have been killed in the night. Thank you for playing. And the day is yours.
You don't get told the role or team.
Not at night.
Day kills.
Only day kills.
I actually had 2 mod questions I was just thinking about last night, Jugan. Can I ask you them?
All right, I'll stop clock.
Bodyguard, can they protect werewolves killing horsemen and horsemen killing werewolves? Or is that no protect?
In this game, they can protect against anything.
Okay, and then the other thing is mentalist. If they check the person that's drunk, and if they were drunk and became like if they're still currently drunk, but like they were going to be a werewolf, would you still give them like, yes, they're on the village team because they're currently a villager?
No, I would give them their true role.
Okay.
The drunk I have pre-rolled out, so I know what they're going to be.
Okay.
So when networks are not announced, and if the huntress kills a horseman, we won't ever know that.
With all the killing going
question?
on in the first day, I highly doubt that was the huntress.
Yeah, I mean, in the future, if that happens at some point, we won't know it. So we can never be sure in the future about the numbers of living horsemen. Like it could be.
I think either we had a bodyguard save or there's no conquest in the game.
He said that all 4 horsemen.
All 4 horsemen? Okay.
Yeah.
Did your
I
target
will
die,
say
Alex?
that this is metaing a bit, but I'm pretty sure Conquest is in the game because Conquest had a specific number that I had earlier.
But they're all in the
That
game
number
because
was
we said
called.
all 4 are in the game.
Yeah, I asked that very specifically at the beginning.
Conquest and the werewolves could have picked the same
Could have.
Hugan,
That's possible.
rules question. Did famine act night 0 or only night 1?
I'm going to tell you that.
Well, it says wakes each night, but we wouldn't know how many people would be poisoned at this point unless we know how many nights they've acted.
I would say yes, they acted night 1.
Excellent. So they are one of number 6, 70, or 18 is famine.
Graham,
Number-
while you're at it, did anyone wake up on night 0 who didn't wake up again? Because that could be a doppelganger.
There's no doppelganger. There are only there are 2 roles, death and doppelganger, that only wake up the first night, and the only one that woke up the first night that didn't wake up last night was number 75. So that's death. There's no doppelganger in the
Is
game.
this what you were alluding to yesterday, Graham?
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything about the numbers because I figured Jugan would add in some fake ones if I commented on it. So
Nice.
So you don't have like any additional
We
information.
got Sherlock Holmes on the case here.
I mean, that's good actually.
It's good to know there isn't a possibility for a 5th horseman.
That would have been pretty intense.
Or an additional wolf would have been bad too, but for a different reason, because then it would have been 7-ish.
So-
Going off of what we said earlier, we're assuming there's 2 wolves and 4 horsemen.
Alex, is Jerry who you targeted that night?
It's who the wolves targeted at night.
Thought you
I
said-
just put my thumbs up. I didn't put her name up.
I don't think Alex is a werewolf. I just don't.
No.
I don't know if you're a horseman or if you're a villager, but I don't believe you.
Maybe let us
Weird
go.
claim as a horseman, I guess, but okay.
Time is ticking down.
We have a little longer today, 7 minutes. I don't know.
I mean, it's only beneficial longer time if we get people talking. So, wouldn't mind hearing from Adam, Bro, and Flick because I think I haven't heard much from them.
I'll nominate Adam so he can't go another game without talking.
I already talked. I don't know what
I
you're
talked a
talking
little
about.
bit.
Oh, yeah, you did.
He's want to talk more, but he's just one I want to hear from.
He got second. Alex just seconded him. So
Jugan.
Oh, sorry, I was responding to something. Who got nominated and who got targeted or seconded?
I did.
I nominated
I'm nominated by Jesse.
Alrighty, let me go and mute Also, so Adam can have the floor.
Yeah, I haven't said much because I don't have much. I'm playing villager. I mean, I feel like I'm in a really bad spot. Villagers probably won't win, but maybe I'm cursed. So werewolves maybe go after me to help your team. I don't know. But as a villager, I don't think we can waste any numbers in this game. So I'm not going to be my normal. Sorry, Chris R. I won't be my normal. Oh, sacrifice me. I'm playing villager. But I mean, I don't think anyone was necessarily suspicious. I think I voted up on everybody yesterday. Graham said he had information, which he gave, I think is good. Chris A said he was valuable. I wasn't going to vote down on him. And Brandon's defense seemed authentic. So if I was going to vote down on someone today, I don't even know who would be. I mean, I guess maybe Alex if he really is a wolf, because wolves could potentially kill villagers as well. I don't know. I mean, I understand the strategy, but at some point we also have to kill the wolves too. So outside of that, I don't know.
All right, we're now down to 14 players. We're voting on Adam's life. 3, 2, 1. Four, that is not enough. Still alive. It continues.
Did anybody who got sent a roll previously have any of the numbers 24, 55, 7, or 69? And want to share what those rolls were?
I had 7 and 23.
Can you repeat this, Graham?
I had 6.
24, 55, 7, and 69 are rolls. I'm looking to understand what they are.
69 is conquest.
7
is
Wolf.
What'd you say?
I got Tough Wolf for 7.
I got Wolf Hunter for 7, so that's probably just the werewolves in general number.
7 are wolves.
I know I should have changed all the numbers.
23 was Bodyguard.
I think the village needs enough help. I think they're at
Just
enough of a
deny.
disadvantage.
69 or 7? Oh, sorry.
69 is
55?
conquest.
Conquest. Good to know.
23 was Bodyguard, but there's no more 23, so.
Yeah. Chris, what's number 24? Chris A.
I don't know.
But you're number 24, or you were number 24.
No, I only had one roll given to me.
Strange. When he said to check your messages, you gave a thumbs up after you got it.
I always do.
But if you didn't get it, how did you know when to give a thumbs up?
He's probably giving a thumbs up. He's probably giving a thumbs up just to signal, okay, I checked it. Like, yeah.
Was there a delay? I think that's what Graham is getting at.
Well, did anyone else give a thumbs up when he told us to check our messages, Graham?
I did.
I think I did too.
I did
remember.
too.
I probably did.
I don't
Click if you're
remember.
talking, you're muted.
Oh no, I'm just thinking out loud because
Oh,
Victoria
okay,
was
got it.
one off on the bodyguard
Thumbs up.
numerically, and I just was wondering whether or not I was overthinking, if there was like a meta behind that, or if it was just like because it's one out, it's an innocent mistake.
I mean, it would make sense
Numbers
that
are numbers,
there should be a
but it just-
bodyguard.
I just was thinking potentially there could be like another number we're mixing up roles.
I got Bodyguard first, and second I got Tough Wolf. So if Wolf is 7, then maybe he mixed it up between the first and second, and then didn't mix it up for the third one.
We shouldn't say what the bodyguard number is.
I already did, but it's we don't have that number.
I did change some numbers up. I didn't change all up in the interest of time.
You don't have to tell us this kind of stuff.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
you can, but do whatever. Yeah.
I think that there are some important points to get out of this, but I feel we're taking a lot of time.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted like to get back to the discussions.
Yeah. We need to find.
I'm gonna nominate Connor then.
I got one for Connor. Do I have a second? Brandon has seconded. You mute everybody, so Connor, you can have the floor.
Yeah, I am a regular villager as far as I know. I could be drunk. That's kind of why I asked that drunk question, just in case the mentalist checked me. I wanted to know what that information would mean. Because if it meant I was on a different team, it might actually mean I'm on a different team. It doesn't mean that necessarily the other person they checked me with is not. But I did get villager role. I was going to actually ask Alex what his thoughts were because, I mean, he is coming out as a werewolf. I thought it'd be interesting to kind of get his input and take on what maybe he thinks is going on. I voted up on Adam, but I'm not sold on that one. I think his hesitation on who to pick was worrisome for me. So that's who I'm looking at, but I'd like to hear what Alex has to say. If he wants to help the village out as a wolf that he's claiming.
Alrighty, we're now voting on Connor's life. 14 in the village. Second nomination of the day. We have one more after this. 3, 2, 1. Only 3 down. You're still alive.
I think it was 4.
4. Either way, it wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
I would 100% agree on Adam. I think him wanting to kill me is very suspicious to me, and I would also be looking at Jesse.
Wanting to kill you.
I'm interested. I think Cody mentioned Grow and Flick. They really haven't had time to talk, and Jeff, I don't think, has said much either.
Interesting how Adam tries to divert the conversation away from Jesse.
I'll nominate Alex.
I didn't even know.
I got one for Alex. I have a second.
I know he's lying.
I'll nominate Jesse.
I got one for Jesse. All right. Jesse, let me mute everybody so you can have the floor. Go ahead.
I'll just say I know for a fact that Alex is not a werewolf, so that makes me think he's a horseman. So that's there. There you go.
Ready. Not accepting questions in the interest of time for you, Connor. So this is the third nomination of the day. So regardless what happens, you'll be going to sleep. Voting on Jesse's life. 3, 2, 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's well enough. You bring Jesse down to the gallows, and you realize you try to strap him up. He just kind of like, punches a couple of you in the face, knees you a couple in the, the private areas, and he runs off. He does not die. Interesting. Well, let me get number 24 to wake up. Go to sleep. Number 6. Number 6. $55. $55. Go to sleep. 35. 35. $35. Go to sleep. 7. Number 7, go to sleep. 18. 18. You 18, go to sleep. 69. 69. You 69, go to sleep. 70. 70. Y'all come down to the village, but you quickly realize a bunch of people didn't show up. You run and check. Alex has been brutally murdered in the night. Jeff was he wasn't brutally murdered. He died in the night. And Flick, you were also killed in the night. Day is yours.
All right. I don't think we need to kill Jess yet because we have a confirmed tough wolf. And
Or death.
What?
Or death.
Or death.
Oh, can death?
I'm pretty
live?
sure
Or
he's
Prince.
probably dead.
There's one from each team that has 2 lives. Prince, Tough Wolf, and Death.
Well, and Prince, but I don't think he's Prince.
I really want to find some information out during the day because we don't learn anything if they die at night.
I agree. That's why I voted. I mean, that's why I voted down. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way.
I know.
I think
we don't learn anything.
If we kill Jesse, we find out what team Adam's on.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, he was trying to.
I think Jesse's the safest one because there's one on each team, but 2 of the 3 are on bad teams.
Yeah.
So we find out.
I will say he's not the villager one because I'm the prince.
Jesse, why were you so certain that Alex was a horseman? I want to know that before we do
Why
anything.
do you think? You have to figure it out.
No, Jesse, you got to tell us. That's why I voted down. Actually,
Yeah.
My question was going to be: you're the
Well,
third.
I have 2 lives,
You should be telling
and
us.
I knew Alex wasn't a werewolf, so.
I just don't think you're a tough wolf.
I have a feeling that we're going to probably nominate Jesse today, but we should probably do it on the 2nd. So that way we get more information.
Dugan, that timer is going down behind you. Is that wasn't our timer, right?
I had to restart it for the day, and I didn't do it. It's a countdown, then it actually starts.
Okay.
Right. Quick rules question, Jugan.
Yes.
With the bodyguard and the famine poisoning, if the bodyguard was protecting someone and the poison was to kill them that night, would they still be protected or would they still die?
No, the bodyguard would protect if that person is targeted that night. They were protected.
Right.
Yeah. But
okay.
If they're already poisoned, the bodyguard does not save them from that. Only to cleanse from the witch if they're in the game.
I'll be right back, fellas. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Is that what we're thinking? Why there was 3 deaths last night?
Had to be.
We could also have
Jeff died
a
slowly.
guy.
Could be the
Jeff,
huntress.
said, wasn't brutally murdered. He was just dead. Like the way he phrased Jeff makes me think Jeff died of poison.
It could be the Huntress, or it could be. Oh yeah, they can't be Death dying because they would have 2 lives. So
Yeah,
it
but
wouldn't be the. Yeah.
So as a wolf, Jesse, who did you guys target last night?
We targeted Flick.
And who did you target night 1?
Jerry.
How many wolves are there?
6.
Mm.
Dugan, you should wait. I think we won. I didn't.
Let me check my notes real quick. Nah, the game is still going.
Sarah, can we hear more for you? I don't think I've heard enough.
Who?
Chris R.
He said
Oh.
Chris R.
Yeah. I think Jesse's a wolf. I don't know if the only thing I was thinking about is that I don't know if the conclusion that we know what Adam is if we cut Jesse. Like, we know what Jesse is, but I'm not sure if the conclusion was necessarily right. Like, it seemed he was deflected from Jesse, but I'm not sure if he really did. So that was what I was thinking about it. It sounded a little weird to me that people said that we know what Adam is when we kill Jesse, because I'm also a little bit suspicious of Adam, but I don't think that this Jesse thing is a reason for it. And I don't think that this is necessarily
Jesse.
We're partners.
So why grow night one? I mean, not grow. Why Jerry night one, Jesse?
She's just. I didn't put her name up. Adam. I mean, one of my other wolves put the name up. I just
think Jesse the wolf.
Did we lose Brandon?
He's probably checking his
Really
sheet.
reading the roll sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at something.
Okay.
So can I?
How did that feel to get outed by your wolf, buddy?
Can I? Because I think we're all in agreement this Jesse and Adam thing is the most suspicious thing. Cody, where's your like biggest trust step besides Graham and Grow right now?
Where's my biggest what? Sorry?
Trust.
My trust?
Yeah.
And you're saying besides Graham and Grow for what reason?
Graham, because of the number thing, I think that would just be pretty simple, and Grow has already claimed a role.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot Grow framed the roll.
Right now, I don't think Victoria is bad. That's kind of where my head's at. I don't really have anything else to go off of, but she seems to be playing the way she plays as a villager. And what role did Grow play? I must have missed.
Prince.
Prince. Okay.
Maybe we don't want to say. I don't know.
Okay.
Chris A, do you want to claim a? Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that like Jesse has lost a life and is still alive, so
he's bad. You know.
He's got to be like that.
My point was, I don't think we need to waste any more of this day on them. We're gonna vote Jesse out, so let's focus on other people. That was.
I mean, I think if we have a mentalist, they should have 3 days worth of 3 nights worth of information. That would be super useful.
Yep.
Okay.
So first night I checked Alex and Grow. Got thumbs up. Connor and Flick got opposite, and Josh and Jesse.
So just Adam and Jesse are all
that links,
Horsemen.
That links Jesse and Josh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's fair.
Connor, that don't look good. That don't look good for you.
Why? Wait,
because
tell me why.
Okay, you said Connor and Flick, right?
Connor and Flick are on opposite.
Yep.
Opposite. Okay, and Flick, I have reason to believe is on the village team.
See, I think opposite actually, and the fact that you're so confident that she is makes me think that you are actually.
I'll tell you why. I was gonna come out with my
Brandon.
Anyway. Okay, fine.
I'm not seconding that, Jesse. Nice try, but
I will. Because I was gonna come out.
No, what? Why?
Teach him a lesson. He shouldn't do this kind of stuff. Vote down.
Is that the only second nomination?
Hold on. Y'all talking so much. I saw a nomination in a second. I just don't know who it was on.
Wait a minute. Is this the second nomination? Is this the second? Or
No, it's the first nomination. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with giving my. Yeah, that's fine.
So who's nominated?
Me.
Okay.
Me. Yes.
Go ahead and give your defense.
So, okay. So, the reason I believe Flick is on the village team is because when Jugan made that mistake, it was because we woke up for the same number. And I'm actually the bodyguard. I protected myself yesterday. So I can't like save myself tonight. I was going to save somebody else anyway. So the thing about it is I was going to come out with my information regardless. And since I believe that Flick, because she woke up with me, I'm thinking she has some sort of village role. That's why I said that doesn't look good for you, Connor, because if she is on the village team, you two are on opposite teams. If we look at Jesse and Josh as being werewolves, then that would put you on the other team. That's why I said what I said. So.
Gonna vote on Brandon's life. 3, 2, 1. That's 3 down. It's not enough. Brandon, you're still alive.
I'm sorry, Josh. You got to change your background, dude. You look like you've demonized during the when you lean.
Not my intent.
Wait, the people who voted down don't believe the whole woke up with Flick at the same time thing?
Oh, I don't care. I don't care what Brandon says. I'm voting down. I'm sorry.
I was in that same camp. If you're going to nominate yourself or second yourself in that particular situation, like in the self-sacrificing way, then I'll.
It wasn't about self-sacrifice. It's about getting the information out because everybody has start talking.
But guess what, though, Brandon? You can still share that information without nominating yourself. You're allowed to talk.
But everybody else was started.
In Brandon's defense, he did not nominate himself. I nominated.
Oh, he seconded it. He didn't have to. Nobody was second. I wasn't going to second. I was like,
I wanted to hear no.
It was the first nomination of the day, and it didn't eat up any clock.
He's very suspicious, I thought.
We're gonna kill Jesse. If we killing Jesse anyway, and we haven't gone through any nominations, I don't see why it's a bad thing to just nominate yourself, get your information out, and stop the clock.
I think that's a great point.
Jesse,
We should always use like our nominations in the best way possible.
Jesse,
and
you're a wolf, right? We all have come to this consensus.
Yeah.
Who do you think the horsemen are? Who do you think you would want to kill? Because as a wolf, you need the horsemen out just as much as the village does.
This is a great question, but I think I need another day to think about it.
Well, we can kill Josh first if that's what you'd like, Jesse.
No.
I was about to say, there's this Josh Jesse connection here that I feel like hasn't been talked about a whole lot. I wouldn't like actually hearing from Josh's side of that because I think we've heard a lot from Jesse today.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think you'll like what I have to say, but right now I'm kind of looking at between Chris R, Cody, Victoria as 3 possible horsemen. I obviously do trust Jesse for reasons that will remain unstated. And of course, I'm trusting Chris A, Grow, and Brandon. So there's not much. And I'm trusting Graham based off the help that he was trying to give the village day one. If I was in a position to just kill one person myself right now, it'd probably be Chris R. So.
Josh, I feel like you always want to kill Chris R.
Yes.
It's nothing personal. It's
Josh doesn't like Chris's.
Are you a hunter? Would you like us to kill you first, Josh?
No, I do not want to be killed at all.
Real quick question. Do we think? Sorry, Chris. Go ahead. You're up.
I just wanted to say, I still wonder what this whole Adam Jesse connection thing was about earlier. I still don't get that.
I don't know. He nominated me as the only connection I see.
You don't have to worry about it. It's Jesse and Josh right now. Adam's third on the totem pole.
Also, quick question: do we think that Alex?
Wouldn't you be third on the totem pole, Connor?
Yeah.
We know Alex wasn't a wolf. Do we think he was a villager, or do we think that was a cover?
He was a village. Well, he's the same team as Grow.
Right, that's what
He's
I'm
a
there's a
saying.
villager.
potential.
Do
Crow
we think
could be
he was
lying.
actually a villager,
But I
or
can't
was he
trust
doing that to protect himself as a horseman, which would mean Grow is also a horseman?
Said by a horseman.
I mean, we have under a minute. I'm ready to kill either
Do you
Josh
wanna
or
kill
Jesse.
Josh first because we know what Jesse is. Jesse's tough. Josh, we don't know what Josh is.
No.
Yeah,
like,
let's kill Josh.
no, it makes more sense to kill Jesse first because if Josh is a hunter, we don't want that to happen right now.
Yeah.
But who's for Chris?
Yeah, we
mean,
know Jesse isn't war, so if Josh is conquest, he won't get an extra kill from us killing Jesse. And if he's a hunter wolf,
I'll second.
Yeah.
I got one for Jesse and second for Jesse. With 14 seconds left to spare, this is the third nomination of the day, right? This is only second. All right, so you have one more nomination with 14 seconds left. If you choose not to kill, otherwise, yeah, you know what to drill. Let me mute everybody so you can have the floor, Jesse. Go ahead.
I thought the plan was for the villagers and the werewolves to work together. And if you kill me, we're not abiding by that plan, so you shouldn't kill me.
All right, we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the village, so we need 6 to kill. 3, 2, 1. That is enough. You bring Jesse down to the gallows. This time you're able to strap him up and burn him alive. And you kill him. And you killed a member of the 4 horsemen. But so quickly, Graham, he chose you as death, but you get a shot.
yeah, I'm gonna kill Connor.
You kill Connor. Connor is a member of the 4 horsemen. And Graham was a werewolf. Graham? Wow, that was a bloody day. That was pretty pretty quick there. All right. Go to sleep. See what happens in the night. It's gonna be interesting. All right. Let's get 24 to wake up. Get 24 go to sleep. Number 6. Number 7. Number 7. $69. $69. Thank you, 69 goes to sleep. Number 70. Number 70. And 35. 35. I forgot you know call this. Everything. Fabulous. You wake up in the night and you realize Adam did not come to breakfast. He is dead. And Victoria, you didn't come to breakfast.
Well, we know Josh is a horseman of the apocalypse because Jesse was.
I'm pretty sure Adam was the last one. I think the werewolf killed.
But no, Josh and Jesse were said cleared by Chris as being on the same team.
Yes, but I think that Connor was also, he got killed. And I'm pretty sure Adam that got killed in the night was the last horseman. So there's only Josh left.
Oh, so there would be just wolves left then. After that.
Yeah, Josh and potentially a wolf.
Yep.
Or
and
two.
Chris R and Victoria are not on the same team.
And so that would make that
Chris wolf.
She might be the wolf.
Josh,
Maybe
which
Victoria.
Horseman are you? Is it worth keeping you alive? Like, are you war? Because if you're war, then your whole thing was like you can't kill, right?
I'm pretty sure Josh is the one who's killing.
You think Josh is the one who's killing?
Unfortunately, I'm the one who's poisoning. I'm famine.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
is anybody here set to die? Do you want to give
one person is, but I don't want to say who that is.
That's
there might be 2 werewolves left, so it might be in the interest of the village to keep me alive one more day. Try to make sure you get a werewolf, but
I mean, I'm more with go for the one that you know, right?
Yeah.
And then try your best to get the wolf or wolves out on.
I will say it's a dangerous game. From what I've noted down, I'm pretty sure that Adam, Connor, Josh, and Jesse was the 4 horsemen. But I have you, Cody, and you, Chris, as werewolves, or werewolf. What is it called? Enchantress or something? But I don't know who's who. Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm on the village team, and I guess Victoria must have been.
No,
then.
Victoria was definitely on the village team.
Why are you so sure? Like, definitely.
Yeah, because the way she acted. And you've been trying to cover up for Adam and all the horsemen for some reason, and you covered up for Jesse when you thought he was a wolf. So that would make you.
I did not cover up for Jesse. I was just saying that the relation between Adam and Jesse, that this was suspicious, and I meant it in a way that Connor pushing that was suspicious, and I was right with that. And
you were trying to cover, in my book at least.
I was not. I thought Adam was good, but I didn't have any thoughts about Jesse. I just thought Adam was good. I were by Hoffman, but I had other feeling. I think that Connor did something fishy with this whole connection thing. It just went in a different direction as I thought. I thought he was trying to show people under the bus that are not on his team, but they were on his team. I noticed this. I noticed that Connor did that. And it was the only thing I noticed. I interpreted it in the wrong way.
Basically, I'm pretty sure that Brandon and Chris were the only good people left.
Oh, wow. Go ahead, Cody.
I wanted to hear from you a little bit, because like early on, I wasn't so sure that you were good. So I'm like, Gro says that she feels you're pretty good. I wouldn't mind hearing a little bit more about what you've been doing at night, or if you're just a villager, what's up with you?
Yeah, well, I'm the bodyguard. So the first night I protected Alex, but that was also, it took a while because that's the night that me and Flick both woke up together, and Jugan made that mistake or whatever. So it took a while for that to go through. And then the next night I protected myself. I didn't even hesitate.
Maybe don't give too much away, Brandon. Maybe don't.
I think you actually want him to.
I already said yesterday that I protected myself, and I couldn't protect myself tonight. So I protected somebody else yesterday, and then tonight, most likely I'll protect myself, but I might choose to protect other people that I believe is innocent and make the werewolf / horseman play that game of guess who.
I'm not 100% sure if I believe Brandon is really the bodyguard. I think he came out with it after Victoria said there's maybe not a bodyguard in the game.
I nominated myself to give out my information.
Brandon, you're always nominating yourself. This is not any indication.
It was a first nomination, and it was to give out information. It was to give out information and stop the clock. The only times you usually see me nominate myself is to give out information. Yeah, okay, but it's to give out information. I don't nominate myself and then say nothing. It's always to give out some sort of info.
Yeah, but sometimes you nominate yourself and then you lie about your information. So this is not really an argument that convinces me.
Well, nobody has counterclaimed anything I said. Nobody counterclaimed about waking up at that time. Nobody's claimed the bodyguard. Nobody's claimed nobody claimed anything against it.
I do believe that you woke up with Flick, but not necessarily that you're the bodyguard. That's all I'm saying.
Well, think about it. Who wakes up? It was at the very beginning of the day, and what role wakes up at the very beginning? Bodyguard, unless there's like bus driver or something like that. Bodyguard usually the first person to wake up, and it was at the beginning of the day when that happened. So I mean, I'm looking at Josh as obviously the Horseman. I think Chris R is the other bad role. Maybe Cody is bad. I don't know. I'm not gonna go after him today, regardless. I think we got to go over a known quantity. So we gotta go over Josh, and then I definitely would consider Chris as the next option. Like if Grow or Chris A wanted to do something different and go after Chris R, I'll be fine with that. But I think right now, like I gotta leave Cody alone because he's the least suspicious of the three, and Josh is the safest kill. But
does this what is it?
Just a moderated question.
Sorcerer, yeah, it's a moderated question. Does the sorceress count in the werewolf parity?
No, they do not.
Okay. Well, then we can safely kill Josh.
Okay.
As far as I can see.
I'm good with that, then.
I'll nominate Josh.
I got a second for Josh. Make sure you got the floor, Josh.
Sorceress is not guaranteed. I think it's probably more likely that both Chris and Cody are both werewolves, actually. I will actually, I think it probably just makes sense for me to just say this. Werewolves, I think you probably want me to live. I poisoned Grow. I don't know how long that will come into effect, but that was obviously my only play. I was kind of hoping Adam would survive the night. I don't know if he was Conquest. I almost thought maybe Connor was, but I don't know. Because Connor seemed pretty willing to either throw Jesse or Adam underneath the bus. I don't know. But I think both Chris R and Cody are probably werewolves. I don't think either one of you probably want to vote me down. Village, I think you probably want to kill either Chris R or Cody before me. Otherwise, they'll have to do a guessing game for who Brandon protects tonight. But if they get that right, then you've lost. So, I mean, if you want, you can ask Julian how the poisoning works. I'm not going to let you know, although I know. But it's not guaranteed that, people I poison are going to die anytime soon. So you've got a long timer for me. You could potentially lose at the beginning of the next morning. So that's what I'm going to say. From my point of view, I've lost the game, but I think it's kind of each team is now fighting over who gets to win. And I actually think it's in both teams' benefit to keep me alive until you make sure that the other team is depleted to the point where you are for sure going to win. So that's what I'm going to say. Vote up. I'm a good villager.
Alrighty, we're voting on Josh's life. We need 4 to kill. 3, 2, 1. That is enough. You're bringing Josh down in a gallows. You string him up, set him alive, burn him alive. You're not sure if it'll work, but it does. You give yourself a member of the 4 Horsemen. Alrighty. Is that game over? I don't know. Let's find out. 24. Number 6. Number 6 go to sleep. 55. You 55 go to sleep. 35. You get 35 go to sleep. Number 7. Number 7 go to sleep. 69. Now go to sleep. 70. You wake up and come down to breakfast to realize somebody did not join you. Bro, you have been killed in the night.
Well, don't know what to really say here, but I think Chris A, you're looking a little suspicious sitting up there.
Well, Cody and Chris are on the same team.
Thank you. I mean, you guys can't vote us out, so it's your call, Jugan, but they literally can't vote us out. We go to night, and either I'm gonna kill or Chris is gonna kill, but I've got 2 lives, so. I like, there's no way really to do this unless, because I could see the bodyguard making a mistake or one of us is poisoned, but
yeah, it must be one of those things where one of you guys is poisoned, and with me still being in the game, you don't know. You know, if I choose the right person, then the game we can possibly still win. That's it. Must be.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and call it here because, yeah, the Wolves have won. Because Chris kind of, well, Cody knew that Chris was on her team, but Chris A confirmed it for them. I'll just go over the roles real quick. Brandon was your bodyguard. Chris A was the mentalist. Jeff was the huntress that killed Alex. Well, actually, everybody targeted Alex that night. So, but Jerry was the drunk witch that died day one, so she didn't get become the witch at all. Graham was the wolf hunter. Cody was the tough wolf that lost one of his lives to the conquest, so he didn't have both of his lives. But again, at the end, there's no way that y'all can vote him out. Chris R was the sorceress that found the mentalist night one, not night 0, but night 1.
Night 2.
Josh was the conquest.
Night 1.
Connor was the war, which when he died, that means Josh got to kill twice. Jesse was death and chose Graham as had the mark of death. Alex was the village curse. So the very first night the Wolves got that, they targeted Alex, but he was protected by the bodyguard, which would have turned Alex into a wolf. But that was the only protect from the bodyguard. So that was a good play, Brandon. I'll give you that. Victoria was the disease. Grow was the prince, and Flick was a villager, which I messed up. I forgot. I didn't scroll all the way down to send out all the rolls, and I forgot to resend Flick's roll. She was a plain villager. And when she woke up with Brandon as bodyguard, I realized I didn't resend her role, so she thought she was still bodyguard. So that was my mess up on it. I felt like it really didn't matter because she was a villager.
Kind of mattered. It gave Brandon a little bit of a defense on me because I was like, well, Flick could have been bad. And he knew she was good, but
I couldn't remember that was one of the numbers I changed. So, but I was like, well, I didn't want to re-deal out rolls. If that makes sense.
I got 2 questions though.
Oh, let's go. I'll go over what happened. So, Bro was poisoned night 1, so she had 3 days to live. That's why she had lost her second one. So when Cody could kill her. Let's see. I already went over that. Then Jeff was poisoned and he got a die roll 1, so he got to shoot that night, or he would have just died with a shot, and he killed Alex, which Alex was targeted multiple nights in that night. Conquest targeted Alex. Hunters killed Alex. I thought the Wolves would go back to Alex, but no, they went for Flick. And then Adam chose somebody, but I didn't want to reveal that he had died, so his last poison did not count. So he went to go target somebody. I don't remember who it was, but I just let him do his thing, so he wouldn't know that he got killed.
I'm a popular villager.
Yep. And then Conquest, and that was the night Conquest got to kill Cody and Victoria because Laura died the day before. There we go. It's a fun game to watch from outside looking in. It looked pretty fun.
I got 2 questions for Grow, Brandon, and Chris A. I don't think you guys were thinking that through properly. You believed that Josh was the 4 horsemen. You believed that Chris R and Cody were werewolf or sorcerer.
I wasn't 100%.
You should have known the numbers were not going to work against you if you vote out Josh. It didn't make any sense. Like, you guys even said it, and then you still voted out Josh. I was like, your numbers aren't going to work, guys.
So sure that Josh was the number 69, the one who could kill at night. So it didn't really, we didn't need him in the game. Then 2 people would have been killed. That would also have been bad.
Oh, that's true.
He could have killed the wolf.
But he wouldn't have.
Who would have been your target that night, Josh?
Oh, that's a good question. I may have tried. No, I probably would have went after Grow. So
we would have both gone after Grow. I went after because you said that she might have been poisoned. It was my only shot to get, like, if I had 2 lives, go for Grow. She gets rid of 1 life or is poisoned and loses both lives, and then I've got 3 people. And I know Chris is on it.
But that last day could have went different. So if you didn't choose to kill Josh, who would y'all have killed? That's the question.
It'd have to be either Chris or Cody.
And that would have helped.
And actually, I would not have killed anyone. I was voting up all the way.
Then either one of them would have got a kill, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
either
either
Cody
one.
would have got a kill or Chris R would have inherited the kill abilities. There would have been 2 kills at night. If they
But there wouldn't have
didn't
been 2 votes at the last either, though.
There was still the whole
and also,
problem is
I was not convinced that Cody was necessarily bad.
I was sure Cody was bad.
I wasn't. So that right there, with that little doubt right there, I'm always banking on this. Okay, maybe he's a villager, and we'll still have the votes the next day to get out the last bad person.
Brandon, when you said that you were on the villager/wolf team, I wanted to keep you alive for the rest of the game. I did not want to write your name down as a wolf.
The bodyguard and the mentalist both made it to the end, which is kind of
that was my next question. My job, I was like, I have to get killed as the 4 horsemen. So I'm gonna just try and get rolls to come out. I got Chris A to say he's got a roll. I got Brandon to come out. Why did nobody write Chris A, werewolf or Josh?
No, nobody did.
Nobody write
I
Chris
wasn't
A's
poisoning
name?
them because I assumed they would die. So that's
what
why
I thought. I was like,
them.
okay, Chris A is gonna be dead tomorrow. Nope. All right, he's gonna be dead the next day. Nope. Nobody wrote his name down.
You didn't want to write down Brandon's name, but you wanted to write down my name as a person claiming werewolf.
I was really confused by the deaths each night. Jerry, Alex, Jeff. I was like, why are these people dying?
I'll go through my
did I
reasoning.
Go ahead,
Well, I always choose Jerry first of all because she's always going to choose me first of all. So now we just got to go after each other. But no, I wasn't going to try to fall into that mind games with Brandon because Brandon was like, "Oh, I chose myself last night. I can't save myself." So I'm like, I'm not going to. And I don't know what Brandon's ever thinking if he's telling the truth or not. So I wasn't going to play that mind game between him and Chris A. I figured Adam would be on top of it. And so I tried to just get kills.
When you had 2 kills, though, you could have done Chris A and Brandon and guaranteed, and then you'd find out who Brandon protected as well, right?
Yeah, but then there's 2 guaranteed villagers that I can play off 2 possible werewolves, right? It was a numbers game at that point.
Sorry, 2 seconds. Julian, can you let Anna in, please?
Oh, Anna's here?
Yeah.
For Chris A, I feel like mentalist information is it can be useful for all of the teams. So even a bad team can use that against the village. And I felt like it was at that point, I was never checked by Chris A until the last night. And I already knew that me and Chris were fine.
On what Cody was saying, so for me, there were only 2 wolves, right? I guess Chris R was technically on our team as well. But since there were less of us than there were of the 4 horsemen, I was okay with keeping the mentalist in the game to find out the other bad people that I wanted dead. So just because I'm on a different team from someone doesn't mean anything. And if it does turn out that I'm on the same team as them, I can kill them at night so people don't find out what team they're on. So
yeah, I kind of told myself, I'm like, I want to die first. So let's see if I can get rolls to come out. So, I just kept picking on people that said they had a roll. I was like, all right, I'm doing what I need to be doing. Hopefully somebody kills them and they didn't die. I was like, oh.
And
I picked. Go ahead, Adam.
How did Jesse nominating me, right off the bat on day 2, link him and I onto the same team for everybody in the game? That made no sense. He nominated me, and from that point, Adam and Jesse are on the same team. What?
I never said that. I don't know where that was coming from.
I believed it, Adam. I believed you and Jesse were on the same team.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Connor.
I knew something was up and Connor was pushing that. I just interpreted it wrong. But I knew as soon as Connor kept pushing it, I knew he's bad.
I don't know how Jesse knew I wasn't a werewolf as death.
So my assumption was you were not a werewolf either, because I was like, that's a kind of smart move. You're a villager because the werewolves are going to leave you alone and hope that the village votes you out at some point later in the game, and then you're not a werewolf. So I was like,
leave him alone.
Well, yeah, I was surprised. I was like, Alex is kind of securing his spot for the next day. I thought that was
but he wasn't because everybody targeted him apparently.
No, but in my mind, if I was a wolf, I would never go after Alex. Why?
I thought he was a 4 horsemen, so.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
I absolutely adored the point where Josh and Jesse was discussing being werewolves, and Graham was just laughing and laughing. You couldn't contain yourself. It was so obvious that you were werewolves; they were not.
I was talking about this with Jeff in the chat. It's like I always go for the most fun option. What's the least fun option of all the things that could have been there? Well, I'm a 4 horseman. I come out as a werewolf, and the werewolves just say that no, he's not, and I die. That's not fun.
If you were war, it would have worked perfectly. I actually was a little bit disappointed, Connor, that that wasn't your play.
I tried to do the whole.
Yeah.
I want rolls to come out. That's what I was doing. I was like, I'm trying to paint myself a little bit of a target, without being too obvious. But I was trying to get rolls so that the werewolves, if I had gotten nominated and I knew I was going to die, I was going to say, werewolves, you need to kill this person, Horseman, you need to kill this person. That way you're not both targeting the same person. I can give you guys directions, but like it didn't happen. Graham ended up shooting me.
I suppose that's true. Like war or death, I could potentially be in that situation.
But anyway, I want to end the first video. Anyway, if you're playing another one, I'll do another one. But thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. There's a link down in the description for joining our Facebook group if you want to get in on the games. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace!
Standing at the cross.